Did you watch my other video on side hustles? Shame on you. Totally kidding. Anyway, you should watch that other video on side hustles. Just like a football player, basketball player, they look at tape. Well, I look at my own tapes or videos just so I could learn, get better, and see what more I could deliver as a speaker, entrepreneur, coach. And I watched that video, and here's some more golden nuggets for you. All right. So if you're not watching, you're not subscribing, subscribe, like, follow ASAP. Anyway, so this is what inspired me to make this video. Door knocking is another way to get business, 100%. I'm not afraid to door knock ever, anywhere, unless there's major restrictions. There's a big ass gate at the, around the house, what have you, protective search. You got to be careful. But one thing I love, respect, and admire, I think his name's James with School of Hard Knocks. Dude, he goes anywhere, everywhere. So shout out to James. Holy moly, dude, you are relentless. Nothing stops you, brother. So anyway, let's get back to this topic. So door knocking is a numbers game. It really is. I mean, you could do ads, you could do mailers, you could do cold calls. Door knocking is by far one of my favorite things to do. And I'll do it with anybody. A lot of my people that I coach, train, mentor, people on my team, I door knock with them anytime, as long as my schedule permits it. I'll go for 1 hour, 2 hours. Last week, I was in Poway, and we door knocked for like 3 hours. So props, big shout out to Marguerite. If you didn't see that video, look at that video. Proof is in the pudding, guys. I'm really out there. I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. So anyway, as I was door knocking in Chula Vista many years ago, looking for a real estate business, I was just knocking door to door, and suddenly I ran across this very, very nice gentleman in the military. Now, he was a naval officer, and when you knock these doors, you have no clue who you're gonna walk up to. Somebody might bite your head off. It's a numbers game, like I mentioned, and once in a while you have that one person in the crowd, and don't prejudge. Maybe they're having a bad day, and maybe they just fought with a spouse, or their dog is unhappy, or their kid's sick. So don't let that get to you, okay? Especially if you're in sales, you gotta grow thick skin, okay? Because if you don't grow that thick skin, chances are you won't succeed. Okay, so as I was door knocking, I came across this gentleman who was in the military, and I forget what I said, but it was probably something along the lines about real estate, because that was what I was doing. And I said something like, how's your portfolio doing, or something like that. And then he goes, it's fine, but it's not performing like I want it to. Well, have you considered investing in real estate and shifting those monies out of the stock market into real estate? And it you could see the sparkle in his eyes. And he goes, I've been thinking about investing for a while. I go, well, happy to help. Long story short, this gentleman that I door knocked, super random stranger, bought two other properties with me. And this is one of many, many, many success stories that I've had with door knocking. Like I mentioned, when I was in Poway, we door knocked for 3 hours, me and Marguerite. And lo and behold, we met so many really, really wonderful neighbors. One of the neighbors, they stopped and stood there, shared his story. And I think I was there probably with Marguerite, probably 20 minutes or so. And he just openly shared his story, and super kind. And, he was a big believer himself, and, super nice. Anyway, door knocking is definitely a way to get business. Okay, it's one of the ways, not the only way. And as this weather is getting warmer and warmer, here we are, April 1st, right? I tell my coaching clients, get out there, right? Because there's so many ways to market yourself, market your business. Solar companies, they were huge on door knocking, canvassing. A lot of the folks that I know, the sales reps, made 6 figures door knocking. So sales is one of the skills that I would highly recommend that you learn, because you will never ever starve. I promise you. Doesn't matter what part of the country, what part of the nation you are in, you learn sales. You learn it, and you learn it very, very well. I've been in sales since I was a young boy, a teenager. Okay, it was one of these things that it was just an innate thing that I just put myself out there and started to hustle, and I got better and better and better. And I took classes and trainings and joined Toastmasters Club. So if that's something that you've never heard of, check out Toastmasters Club. They're all over the world, which I highly recommend. For such a small buy-in, they will teach you how to become a great speaker. Not only becoming a great speaker will help you in your sales skills, but many, many other ways. Building up your confidence, table topics where all of a sudden they throw this random question and you got to just think on your feet. Okay. And so I would recommend that. But going back to door knocking, going back into real estate, I highly recommend those too. Okay, so if you're not watching, subscribing, learn, because I'm just going to keep dumping all these golden nuggets about real estate, business, and life. Okay, riches and niches. It's kind of hard for me to pick one exact topic for my YouTube channel because I have so much wisdom, so much experience. I just finished my book, Health is Happiness. So check it out on Amazon. It's out there now. I'm super excited. It's one of those things, a secret to living is giving. That's why I'm doing my YouTube channel. That's why I'm writing my books. That's why I'm speaking on public stages, because I just love to give, guys. I've been doing real estate business for a long, long time. I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think I did the math recently. I'm pushing probably over $400,000. Real money, credit cards, real money that I poured into myself. Has a return been there? Of course. I mean, if you think about 400,000, if you could 3x return, any investment you do, if you could get a 3x return, that's a hell of an investment. Okay. And yes, I've exceeded that. So it's one of those things that the secret to living is giving. You're watching my channel, and this is wisdom, real life world experience that I'm just pouring on. And so hopefully you are taking notes, you are implementing, you are reaching out. I've had very, very few people reach out to me. As a matter of fact, I was at Cal State San Marcos, which is a few minutes away from my house. I went over there. They were asking for leaders, business professionals in the San Diego County. And I said, sure, I'll go over there and talk. And so I talked to a few hundred young folks, students at Cal State San Marcos. Out of the few hundred that I gave my card, I gave my cell phone, I gave my email, only two actually took initiative, reached out, and one of them I bought lunch the other day. A couple of times I bought some drinks, coffee, so water. Yeah, they're on my YouTube channel. You check them out. They're real stories because I'm just putting it out there. I mean, again, the secret to living is giving. I am so passionate about giving. I am so passionate about learning. I'm so passionate about teaching and giving it back. So again, like, subscribe, follow, door knocking. The beautiful thing right now, the weather is great. Go out there and door knock. Go find yourself some business, because there's two ways to get business: check equity, sweat equity. If you're broke, if you're barely making ends meet, door knocking's free, guys. So just go out there, door knock, or smile dial, make a pile. Those two things are free. You have a cell phone, you have a landline, you're paying for the subscription. It's free. Door knocking is free. So learn how to take rejection, grow that thick skin, and you'll just get better and better and better. And train your mind. Teach yourself. Say these mantras. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better and better. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better and better. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better and better. This is not scripted, folks. This is something I say constantly. You can see as you watch my videos that I do have a ton of wisdom and knowledge. All right. So anyway, like, subscribe, check it out. God bless. See you later, alligator. See you again soon.